Happy Republic Day and welcome to PowerDrift. Big day today because an electric motorcycle has been launched in the country and it's not really far away from us. You can book it now, and Tork Motors is saying that the Kratos and the Kratos R will be delivered to customers as early as the 4th of April. You want to know more? Subscribe, bell notification icon, and please do watch the video till the end because we have a lot of data, but we also have a lot of questions for you. So, Tork Motors is no stranger to EVs, although their visibility in the public eye has been limited in the last few years. Tork Motors, Kapil Shelke, the founder, they went racing. They've been to the Isle of Man Electric TT where they got a podium place, so they do know how to build EVs. I would take that as a given. They also showed the T6X, which never actually was sold to customers, but I did get to ride a prototype. It was an FZ frame with their own custom battery, motor, battery management system, all of that, and it was a really impressive prototype to ride. So I have a world of expectations from this company. But today, they're finally in the public eye again with two motorcycles, the Kratos and the Kratos R. As far as I can tell, both have the exact same frame. It's a steel trellis frame that Tork has built for themselves, custom tuned suspension units, disc brakes, all of the basics, and they have their own battery pack which they build themselves. It's a aluminium unit, IP67 rated, which means it will submerge, emerge and continue to run. They have their own force air cooled motor. Force air cooling is important because if the motor overheats, they will reduce performance. That's how the battery management system will protect the motor. But the battery is air cooled, and I wish it was also force air cooled because you'd be able to run the vehicle longer. But the promise is excellent because the base Kratos is already quite quick, 4 seconds to 40 kilometers an hour, and the R is even quicker, 3.5 and 105 kilometers an hour. The range claim on both is the same because they both use the exact same battery pack, 120 kilometers in the real world. This, remember, is in eco mode. The ARAI numbers are higher. This is about 180 kilometers on the ARAI IDC cycle. But in sports mode, what you'll get reasonably, according to them, is 70 kilometers. And what I want to know from you, my first question to you, is 70 enough for a motorcycle? I ask you this question for the simplest of reasons. A scooter stays in the city, and a scooter that does 70-80 kilometers an hour in sport mode to me is still something extremely fun and extremely usable. But when you get a motorcycle, you do assume that a few will leave the city, and what happens then? Charge times are 4 to 5 hours. The Kratos R is built to accommodate fast charging. There will be a network called TNet, which makes me very glad that it's called Tork Motors and not Sky Motors, because then we'd get Skynet. But the TNet network will allow you to fast charge 80% in an hour, and at least in Pune, Tork Motors is planning to have chargers in popular riding destinations like Lavasa and Lonavala. So in the middle of a ride, you can get a charge and a top up and head back into the city when you're out riding with your friends. But the promise is a nice motorcycle which will be fun to ride, have a lot of performance on hand, and remember, electric motors make their torque instantly, so they are very, very good on the go. The Kratos and the Kratos R have a difference in motor specification. There's 500 watts of extra output continuously between the Kratos and the Kratos R, and in peak output terms, it's 1500 watts extra, so I'm really excited to ride them. The other difference between the two, of course, is the lack of GPS on the base model, which doesn't allow it to have geofencing features and all of that. But both of them have an IMU, and both of them will offer you some amount of post-ride telemetry so you can analyze how you were going on the motorcycle, whether you're trying to optimize your performance or your range. But the important thing, 6 cities in phase 1 starting now. Initially, all dealers will be owned by Tork Motors and operated by Tork Motors. A franchise model will emerge later. In the second phase, and we don't know when this phase is, 100 more cities will come online, and the Kratos adventure for Tork Motors is now rolling ahead. Stay tuned to PowerDrift. We'll be riding this motorcycle as soon as we humanly can and find out what it's like in the real world. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that our videos can reach you directly. If you think this video was useful, thumbs up, and please do share it with your friends.